Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be in English. I am going to speak in English. Just my intention is to connect with a wider population and wider community, and this information is something which needs to be disseminated to a wider community. That's why I think I should make this in English so that everyone can understand this and could be helpful for much bigger population. So that's why I'm making this video in English. So welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Kusum, and today I am going to talk about or to take you through the simplest part of becoming a registered nurse in the UK if you are an internationally educated nurse. So this video is exactly for you. So in this video I'm going to break it down step by step how you can start your journey and how you can become a UK registered nurse. And I'll also give you the some idea or some estimation of cost. It might be not exact cost, but it will be something around like what can be the expenses and what can be the cost for different steps when you are going through the process of becoming a registered nurse in the UK. So there are certain costs at each stage. So I'm going to break it down and I'm going to explain it to you. Whether you are from Philippines, India, Nigeria, Ghana, or anywhere else in this world, this video is exactly for you. So stay connected. This guide is for you. I would suggest before I start, grab a notebook because I am about to save you hours of research, because I did all my research and I am a live example because I am a registered nurse in the UK. So I am going to share my experience. So you might be researching about it. So that will save the hard work. If you grab a notebook and make your notes, this video is exactly for you. So stay connected with me. I'm going to start it with step by step. You have to be patient with me. This video is going to be a longer one. So before I start, I would like to tell you that you must check your eligibility criteria. Obviously, wherever you go, wherever you apply, there is certain eligibility criteria for any particular organization, for any particular country, or any particular thing. You must check your eligibility criteria. So before starting, make sure you meet these basic requirements. Check you are a qualified nurse in your home country and you have at least 12 months of recent nursing experience. You can communicate well in English. Well, I'll talk about the English language requirement later on also, and I'll break it down in different terms and stages. And also, one more thing, if you want to live and work in the UK permanently or long term, it will take some time, guys. Yes, you heard it right. It will take some time. Might be something from 3 to 6 months, or it could be more than that also. So you have to be patient. It is not like something that it will be just going through like this and you will get everything in speed. No. For me, I am telling you about myself. It took me around a year because I started my things around like during COVID, and it took more than a year. And I was about to, like, my IELTS exam was about to expire, but I was saved by God and it happened and I came to the UK. So, yes, be patient, it will take time. So, without wasting any further time, I'm going to start with step one. So, step one is about your English language test. So you must be knowing about it. Is okay, completely fine if you do not know about English language test and you are just starting to research about it and you're just starting to think about it, or you're just starting to like if you're aspiring or if you are studying still, you're just making the choices and it is an option for you. It is completely fine if you do not know what English test you need to become a registered nurse in the UK. So there are two tests. So in step 1, you have to make sure that uh, you are going to have one of these tests. So first can is IELTS exam and second one is OET. So in this, there are two language tests which is approved by NMC, and if you are going for an IELTS exam, which is more generalized and English-based examination, you have to give IELTS academic exam, which is accepted by NMC. NMC is Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK. So NMC accepts IELTS academic exam with a minimum score of overall 7. So you must have listening 7, reading score 7, writing score 6.5, and a speaking score of 7. So all over it should be 7, but you can have 6.5 in writing. So there are 4 components: listening, reading, writing, speaking. You can have 6.5 score in writing, however, other parts must have 7 in each. So that is about IELTS academic exam. It costs around, if you are giving from your home country, I'm just going to give you a little bit idea of the cost of IELTS exam. It could be different in different countries. So it could be somewhere around £140 to £200, depending in which country you are, from where you're applying, from where you're giving your exam. So if you are from India, I'm aware about the cost, and it costs around £150 or £160. If you convert it in Indian rupees, it will be around 15,000 Indian rupees or 16,000 Indian rupees. And if you are from any other country, so it could be £150 to £200. You can convert these pounds in your home country's currency. And if you are thinking to give OET, which is more healthcare and nursing based exam, it does test your language proficiencies, your English language, but it is like related more to nursing and healthcare background. So you get some essays or something. It will be related to healthcare and something like that. So in OET, again there are 4 components: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. You must get grade B in listening, reading, and speaking, and you can get C plus in writing. If you get C plus in writing and B in other parts, in each, like listening, reading, and speaking, that is acceptable, and the cost of OET can be £340 to £360. You must be checking these in your countries because it could be different as per the countries. So my top tip is, think about yourself, just check, analyze how you feel about this English language, how confident you are, and how comfortable you are. IELTS is a little bit on generalized, more English based. OET is OET is more about healthcare. It is an English language examination. However, it does talk about some healthcare or nursing. It does have some background in nursing and things. So you should check your background. There are more success rates of OET than IELTS. So just you have to analyze and decide for yourself. Choose the one you are more comfortable with. OET is healthcare focused. IELTS is more general. So that's why I am saying that this should be the individual decision and no one can decide this for you because you know your own abilities better than anyone else. Okay, that was the step 1. Now we are moving to step 2. Step 2, once you pass your English examination, then you move to step 2. Step 2 is about creating your NMC online account. So you did your eligibility check, you have passed your examination, English language examination, you have the required scores. Now, this next step, which is step 2, is all about making your account on NMC portal. It is an online thing, so you just go on Google, type on Google online NMC UK registered nurse account creation. So it will give you a link and you can, it is just self-explanatory. You can just click and just follow the steps as per the requirement. So you submit your passport, your proof of qualification, your registration license of your home country, your English test results, and your employment history in that portal. NMC will assess your eligibility and all and send you an authorization or something like that. They have analyzed and they have checked your eligibility and they have assessed everything, but they will only assess your step 1 when you pay the fee, which is £140 for step 1. So you're going to submit all of the documents plus pay the fee, which is £140. Then NMC will assess, check your eligibility, then they will give you an authority and they will also give you an authority to go for your CBT test. If you do not know what CBT test is, don't worry about it. I'm going to explain about it. CBT is step 3. Step 3 is all about taking your CBT test. CBT test is computer based test. Computer based test, as the name is suggesting, it is a test which you will be doing on computer and it will be in a format of multiple choice question. It does have 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, and it is taken at Pearson VUE testing centers worldwide. So you do not need to travel for this exam to the UK. You can give this exam in your home country, and the cost of this CBT test is £83. So the question in your mind will be, how do you know that I need to go for CBT test, where I need to go, and how to decide about it? Don't worry. After NMC analyzes and assess your eligibility criteria, they will send you a link in your registered email ID, and that email ID will mention how you are going to book your CBT test and what are the centers. When you click on the link, there are different centers. Wherever you live, you can choose what is the most appropriate for you and you can go further with that. So it will be booked by you, then you will pay the fee, which is £83 for CBT examination, and that test will be booked. You will again get the email notification from Pearson VUE CBT examination that your test has been booked for this date, this time and all. So all information will be provided to you. My top tip here is prepare well for CBT examination. So you can get some material for CBT online, or if you know anyone, then they can provide you CBT material. You can also check some courses. There are free courses for CBT examination and MC online, so you can get that there also. And I do have some material for CBT, so if you think you need it, then you can just drop back a comment and I can share that with you. So this was step number 3. Next we will be proceeding to step 4. So step 4 is you are going to get a job offer from a UK employer. So, do you remember what we did? First, eligibility criteria, then you passed your English language test, which was the first step, then you made your NMC account, you have in step 3 you have applied for CBT examination, paid the fee, then after passing the CBT examination, your step 4 is going for the interviews. So now it is the time for job hunting. So how are you going to find a job? Obviously, you will be finding the job. It can be via agencies, or there are direct recruitment also going on in the UK, because agencies charges so much money, and for one person, for one candidate, that's why nowadays UK is recruiting internationally educated nurses directly. Obviously, the recruitment is not at that much high scale. However, it is still going on, but at a minimal, very minimal scale. So might be there are some vacancies, and trusts are just publishing or advertising jobs online, and you can find that online portal. One of the portal is NHS jobs and other portal is track jobs. So you can go on that, find, if you go on NHS jobs or track jobs, you can type in the search bar that internationally educated nurses jobs in the UK. If you find that, if you try searching like that, you will find something there. Or another keyword for searching is sponsored nursing jobs in the UK. So if you search like that, you will find it. And when you check all the information in the advertisement, they will mention there that this job is eligible for sponsorship, whether it is mental health, adult nursing, or any other department of nursing, or any other branch of nursing, they will mention there. So this is the other way of finding the job, because agencies are charging high amount of money, like it's literally too much money. And you know what is the current situation of the UK, what is the current situation of the finances and budget in the UK. That is why they have chosen an alternative way to recruit internationally educated nurses, not on a higher scale, but still it's going on a minimal, I would say a very low level, but it is still open. However, it is direct recruitment. So you as a candidate apply for the job, go for the interview. After interview, they will communicate about the visa, ticket, and all the document formalities with you through your email directly to you. There is no agency in between. So that is the another thing. So remember that, make a note, NHS jobs or track jobs. And the keywords are internationally educated nurses, jobs in the band 5 jobs in the UK, or sponsored jobs for nurses in the UK. So you have these two keywords to search for jobs. So step 4 was get a job offer from a UK employer. I have told you how to find a job. There is still recruitment going on, very little, very minimal, direct recruitment, no agencies involvement. So look for NHS trust or care homes or any other recruiting agencies who are recruiting overseas nurses. And most employers will give you certificate of sponsorship after you pass your interview. Almost some take 1 month, some take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months also. It depends. Trust to trust or organization to organization. As I said in between, have patience. It does take some time. And most of the trust or most of the organizations also reimburse the test cost, visa fee, and everything, whatever you pay for in the process of becoming a UK registered nurse. I would suggest you that you should apply directly to the hospital or through approved recruitment agencies. Usually there is no fee and they should not charge you anything, and everything should be reimbursed to you. So that was step 4. Next, moving on to step 5. So now you've got the job. After getting the job, you will apply for a visa, and after applying for a visa, you'll get the visa and you travel to the UK. So after getting a job offer, your employer gives you a certificate of sponsorship. You then apply for a health and care worker visa. Visa fee is about £247 up to 3 years, or £479 if you are applying for more than 3 years. So some of the trusts give visa for 3 years, some of the trusts provide visa for 5 years or 4 years. So if it is 3 years, you will be paying £247. If it is more than 3 years, you will be paying £479. Another thing, immigration health surcharge, because you are applying for health and care worker visa. So you are not going, you won't be paying any IHS fee. IHS is immigration and health surcharge fee. So it is not for you. So you will be paying nothing, zero for that. Also, before you apply for your visa, you should be going for a TB test, tuberculosis test, which costs you around 65 to £100 if it is required in your country. I am aware in India it is required. If you are applying for a visa, you must be going for this TB test, which is costing you 65 to £100. And after passing that TB test, then you apply for your visa and you go for everything. So yeah, that is important bit. So must remember that. As I mentioned earlier, most of the employers will support all the cover and all the cost from the start till the end. All of the cost will be reimbursed by the employers mostly. Only in some scenarios there are some variations. However, it is always like they should be reimbursing you all the money. So next thing is, you got your visa, now a flight to the UK. So flight ticket will be provided by the trust usually, and if not, then they'll ask you to book the ticket and they'll reimburse. But usually in all scenarios, or most of the scenarios, I would say, tickets are provided by the trust. Next step is step number 6. So you have applied for visa, your visa was accepted, TB test, everything done. Now you have got the ticket, you have flight to the UK, you have, once you land in the UK, you will be usually given free accommodation. So almost accommodation is free for 1 to 3 months. So this is the usual time duration when accommodation will be free for you. Most of the trust and organization will provide accommodation which is free for 1 to 3 months. Then you'll also be enrolled in an OSCE preparation course by your employer. So they will ask you to join or enroll in your OSCE preparation course, or if you are working for any NHS trust, so they will let you know that where is this classes, OSCE classes or preparation is going on, and they will keep you informed. So this is the process. What is OSCE now? So you must be thinking, okay, we did CBT, now what is OSCE? CBT, as I mentioned earlier, it was computer-based test which you give from your own home country and you do not need to travel. However, if you are giving OSCE exam, which is objective structured clinical exam, you have to travel to the UK and you have to give this exam in the UK at a certified OSCE test centered by Nursing and Midwifery Council UK. So OSCE, what it is? It is a practical exam which tests real life nursing scenarios. So you must be doing some skills or real life nursing scenarios, could be related to anything with patient. So there is a set of OSCE thing. I will explain that in my next video, what is OSCE, what it involves. But for this video, you just need to know that after landing in the UK, you will be giving an OSCE examination, which is usually taken within 3 months of arriving in the UK. Yes, within 3 months of arriving in the UK. OSCE exam cost. What is the OSCE exam cost? It is £794. But do not worry, it will be paid by your employer, not you. So it will be paid usually and mostly by the employer. Only in some unique scenarios you have to pay, otherwise always mostly it is paid by the employers. That was the step 6. Now, next step is step 7. So, once you have passed your OSCE, you have completed the NMC registration. After passing the OSCE examination, the NMC will finalize your registration and you will then receive a NMC PIN. NMC PIN is your registration number as a registered nurse in the UK, which will make you a UK registered nurse officially. After you pass your exam, there is something more to do, which is NMC final registration, which costs around £120. If your employer covered most fees, you will only have to pay for English test or any kind of visa paperwork, something like that, or something around 50,000 Indian rupees or £500 in total out of pocket. But in some scenarios, but as I mentioned earlier, in most of the scenarios, everything will be paid by or reimbursed by the employer or your organization. I came to the UK 4 years ago as a registered nurse. I gave my OSCE examination. I became a registered nurse in the UK. And if I tell you my journey, I haven't paid a single penny for my UK process. All the money was reimbursed by my NHS trust. So I haven't given a single penny for the process. So everything was reimbursed. But it can be different trust to trust or organization to organization. I can't say that it will be same for you, but just to give you a heads up that this can happen. Okay, so let's cover our last step, which talks about cost and summary breakdown. So, your IELTS exam, depending on your IELTS or OET exam, depending on your country, it could cost you around £150 to £360. Your NMC application, starting step £140, then your CBT examination is £83, then you will go for your TB test if it is needed in your country and required by the UK visa home office. So TB test will cost you £65 to £100 depending on your country again. Visa fee will be £247 if you're applying for 3 years. If you're applying for more than 3 years, then it will be £479. Flight tickets, usually given by the trust or the organization, can cost around £500 to £700, again depending on your country from where you are traveling. So, next step, OSCE exam costs around £794, usually paid by the employer. Last one is NMC registration, your final registration, which is £120. And if I tell you the total amount of money which you will be giving it's around 1500 to 2000 pounds depending on country from where you are applying. So 1500 to 2000 pounds you will be paying, and as I told you, everything was reimbursed for me by my NHS Trust, and I have paid around 1100 pounds around. Uh, Also, one more thing, when you apply for visa, you also do your police clearance test before that. So you must do your police clearance test. It charges something around 50 pounds to 100 pounds again, and it also depends where you're applying, which country you are from. So police clearance tests, add that also in your list. I'm so sorry I forgot to mention that, but yeah, that is also one of the requirement, and total cost can be around 1100 pounds or 1500 pounds till 2000 pounds depending from where you're applying. Okay, so as I said, again, many employers reimburse most of the cost. So, my last final bonus tips for you: choose, whenever you apply to the UK, choose a trusted recruitment agency. Also, as this thought is in your mind already that you want to become a UK registered nurse, so concentrate, practice English, more English communication daily. Watch some OSCE preparation videos on YouTube. Join some group of international nurses who are already working in the UK. You can find those groups on Facebook, and apply early, and make sure, keep this in your mind, that it is a long process, it is a long journey, but it does worth the time you are giving it. So that's it. I guess I have covered all the step and everything. And that is your simplest path to become a UK nurse from start to finish. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share this with someone who is dreaming to become a UK registered nurse. Drop your questions in comments and I'll do my best to reply or make a follow-up video on your questions or your comments. Thanks for watching and see you again in my next video. Until next time, take care and stay inspired. Bye.